Hello and welcome to the first episode of Local to Global 2004. Hello, how's it going? We are playing TEW9, obviously. What's it called? It All Begins Again. It All Begins Again mod. So we're starting on the 1st of April 2004. And we are playing as... How do I look at my company? Company info. Nope. What did I want? Creative? Nope. Oh god, this is going badly, isn't it? Do I just click there? I just click there. We are playing as Emerald Pro Wrestling. So we are based in the northwest of America, specifically Seattle. However, we will be doing shows where we move around and go to other places. We currently, you can see the roster there. It's just me, Charlie. Hello. This is not my picture. This is just a picture from the game that I picked. So I had one. I've given myself, the only skills I've given are 25 booking reputation and 25 booking skill. Everything else is set at 0. I am going to change these off in a second because I like to just see the numbers. I don't like the scouting mode. So yeah, we have, where are the show, events and TV? We have monthly events. So we're starting, the first one will be in 18 days, which will be EMPW New Dawn. Just a quick run through of these shows. Emerald Invitational is kind of our King of the Ring style. So this show every year will be a tournament, and the winner of the tournament will go on to face either the men's or women's world champion at Mayhem in Montana. Proving Ground is our Royal Rumble style show, so we will have a battle royal. I mean, it'll probably start off being like 10 participants, and then it will go up, hopefully, when we get bigger. And then Showcase is our biggest show of the year. Our WrestleMania happens in February. And the winner of the Proving Ground Battle Royal goes on to face the world champion at Showcase. So far, we have nothing. We have no popularity anywhere. Zeros across the board. We have no money. We have 0 prestige, 0 momentum. We do have 2 titles, which is the Emerald Championship and the Emerald Women's Championship. Obviously, both are vacant. No images for these yet, but I will do some at some point. So, I think also, let's take a little look at the world. Or let's just look at WWE, because we'll look at TNA as well, and maybe Ring of Honor. Why the heck not? So, yeah, like I said, we are in 2004. Chavo Guerrero is the Cruiserweight title. Eddie Guerrero has just won the World Heavyweight title. Just the heavyweight, not the world heavy. The WWE title, I guess. I don't know why it's called WWE Heavyweight. Intercontinental Champion is Randy Orton. Most recent Royal Rumble winner was Chris Benoit. Tag Team Champions are Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty. US title holder is John Cena. Women's Champion is Victoria. World Heavyweight Champion just won it is Chris Benoit. And Ric Flair and Batista are the World Tag Team Champions. Let's have a quick little... let's do Ring of Honor first, because I saw it first. So the number 1 contender trophy is currently held by Matt Striker. The Pure Championship is vacant. It's been vacant since yesterday when AJ Styles vacated it because TNA, I believe, pulled all their talent from Ring of Honor. Tag Team Champions are the Briscoes, and the World Heavyweight Champion is Samoa Joe, who I would love to sign. And TNA, not roster, titles. They only have 1 title, apparently. And it's Frankie Kazarian is the X Division title. X Division champion. When did they start? They started in 2002. Why do they only have 1 title? I don't know. Maybe it's something with the mod. I don't know. Maybe I loaded it in wrong. That's probably much more likely. So, we're going to start hiring some wrestlers. We'll hire some wrestlers and we'll do our first show. But first, before all of that, we are going to hire some road agents. So we want road agent, can work in the US, to hire. Don't care about their gender. Road agent, we want psychology. Let's try 60. And experience, let's try 60. And see if we get anyone. Oh, no, we also want to put them near the northwest because we don't want to be paying them any travel if possible because we are broke. We are going to be making a loss. Actually, while I remember this, let's quickly go on ticket prices and put them for free. Just get as many people in as possible straight away, and then we can ramp up the ticket prices. We're going to be making a loss anyway. So, let's get back to this. So, Abdullah the Butcher, 400, that's way too much. Billy Graham, he is retired, it looks like. He can't do anything. Why is he on here if he can't do anything? I did put, like, road agent, right? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, there's 4. So we got Doug Anderson, Greg Valentine, Harley Race is way too expensive, and Mike Rosselli is in Canada, so we'd have to pay his travel. So we're not going to do that now. So Greg Valentine is unemployed, which I like. Actually, real quick, because I'm going to need to do this. Let's go to the settings. In-game edit. No, your preferences. And we also don't want to enable main event first, and we don't want to enable scouting, and we're going to save those. Now, there we go. That's more like it. We like to see the exact numbers, and that's how to do that if you don't know. So we're between Doug Anderson and Greg Valentine. Greg Valentine, 100 experience, 78 psychology, 90 reputation. Doug Anderson, 100 experience, 100 reputation. He is like a lot better, but he's also a lot more expensive. I think we're gonna go with Greg Valentine, and we're gonna make a new template of a 2-year not covered, and this can just be called written. Didn't like that. Didn't like me hitting enter. Cool. So this is going to be our stock standard contract. And let's try and bring, due to my declining physical abilities, okay, you can do events and ATV shows because we only have events at the moment anyway. Cool. So we are going to bring Greg Valentine in, hopefully. Now we want to go for a referee. So these can just go back to 0. And refereeing. Let's go crazy. Let's try and get someone who's a 70. No, okay, cool. Let's not try and do that. 65? Maybe. Renee Richards is based in Canada, which is not ideal. So because Northwest is like a border province, we're going to get people come up who are near to us who we're still going to have to pay travel for, and it's more expensive because they're in a different country. Rick Knox, AEW's own Rick Knox, 62, 60 per show. I mean, he's the best one. This worries me. This being with other companies worries me. So let's drop this down to 55 and see if there's someone who is maybe unemployed or is working for less companies. No one is unemployed. Okay, so these guys are all in the US. So who's the best out of them? 55, 57, 56, 55. So Christina McGraw is the best one. Is she also the most expensive? Yeah. Well, yeah, but who cares? She works for only one other company. Can we see when they do their shows? Is that I can't just click on them? Okay, we're just gonna go with it. You know, we'll do 2 years, all that jazz. Sweet. So we've brought in a road agent. We've brought in a referee. I'm now gonna go away and scourge through the insane amount of wrestlers that come up. I haven't done one of these before, but I did look just before recording, and let me tell you, let's look at the male wrestlers because there's loads of them to hire who are based in near to the northwest. And let's just go 30, maybe. There are a lot. So I am going to go through this long-ass list and look for wrestlers who I think that we should sign. And I'll put them on the shortlist, and then once I've got the shortlist, we will come back and we'll sign all the wrestlers and hopefully bring them in. Hopefully no one doesn't want to come. So yeah, I will be back in what for you will be but the blink of a little eye. And we are back. Look at that. So we have got 8 male wrestlers. We've got 4 faces, 4 heels. We've also shortlisted 6 women's wrestlers. One of my low-key goals for this save is to kind of be the best women's wrestling in the world. Obviously, this was even before the Divas era in WWE, but that's coming. And I just think it would be cool to have strong women's wrestling on a card during this time. So that's kind of one of the... Obviously, the goals are go from Insignificant to Titanic. That goes without saying. But that's just another one of my little goals. Anyway, so first wrestler on the shortlist, we've got Adam Pearce. Obviously in WWE now as a general manager. Pretty very decent fundamentals, decent psychology. Yeah, I think he's going to be good. He's a heel. We love a heel. The PWG and UPW thing does not... I don't love it, but his PWG contract does run out in a couple months, but he is the champion, so he'll probably resign. But anyway, I checked his availability, and he doesn't seem to work the 3rd Sunday of the month, which is when our shows are. So it should all be fine. I should also probably show you the product real quick. Where is the product? So we're the All-In Nerd Nirvana, which is basically what AEW is. Because, look... I'm an AEW person, alright? I like it. So we've got separate men and women divisions. We've got face and heel divide that's loosely enforced. So for the All in Nerd Nirvana, we need a storytelling match, a wild brawl, car crash or mayhem match, and a still the show match on every show, which is fine. They expect events to be 85% matches and 15% angles, which again is fine. TV shows to be 70% matches and 30% angles, again, fine. You can, I think, I don't know if it's a 15% buffer generically, but I know that you can get away with. So I've got another save I'm just doing on my own time that's our local to global, but in the modern day. And I've got the same. It's the same company. Everything's exactly the same. And I know you can get away with doing events that are just 100% shows, 100% matches, which is good for us at this point because, we're not going to know who's good or anything like that. Matches under 20 minutes will not be able to achieve world-class scores, which is fine. Eye candy matches will get penalised, but that's fine. We wouldn't do an eye candy match anyway. Crazy bumps and stunt bumps give boost to segments. Matches are rated on a match quality versus popularity ratio of 40 to 60 or 70 to 30, depending on what gets the best rating. So we just, good wrestlers who are popular. It's so simple. So let's go back to our thing. So Adam Pearce is going to be the first person we bring in. We're going to give him a 2-year written deal, 40 a month, confirm that offer, boom. Next up, we've got B-Boy. He's also look at those. Those are pretty good. These not so much at all. But he's only 25. Well, I mean, how could you say no? He can be either a face or a heel. I think we've gone down as a heel, which is fine. I'll double check. I just wrote them all down on a spreadsheet because I know how to have fun. So I can have that up on my iPad while I am recording these and keep track of who everyone is supposed to be. Next up, we got Jardy France, who is only 21. His skills they're decent. I thought his weren't the best, but they're actually pretty good. He's got decent performance skills as well, which we love. In my mind, this guy is going to be our underdog Sami Zayn kind of guy, just a fan favorite. I don't know if you can really pick someone to be a fan favorite, but in my head, he is a fan favorite. I also completely forgot to look at personality types. So let's just quickly. Adam Pearce is professional, great. B-boys, relaxed, great. Professional, great. Stalwart, lovely. These are all fine so far. Cool. So next up is JJ Perez, who is the current APW Worldwide Internet Champion. He has literally no popularity in this. No, I lied. I'm so sorry. He's got 2 popularity. But he is better as a babyface. Again, pretty decent skills. I mean, are these guys going to be around for... It would be cool, actually, to have someone around forever. Chaos, I love him, I think. He's 25 and he's unemployed. That's why I love him. I love a 25-year-old unemployed person. He's got pretty good popularity. He's got the best popularity out of everyone we've seen so far. He's better as a heel. He's got a cool eyebrow piercing and a nose piercing, and I also have both of those piercings, so me and this guy, we're going to get on like a bloody house on fire. So again, we'll just apply the template. 2 years, lovely stuff. Mikey Henderson. Again, everyone's got decent basics. That's basically what I looked at. Was I put it in 70 basics, shortlisted everyone who, you know, we wouldn't have to pay travel for and was there. Then put it down to like basics are kind of all I'm really looking for at this point. Psychology is nice, but we really just need wrestlers at this point. And so if they can put on basic matches, that's fine. Stamina is another quite important one for us. And yeah, psychology. So Tony Jones. He's ticking every box. He's got 20 popularity in the Southwest. So if we ever go down and do the Southwest show, they're going to love him. They love Tony Jones in California. It's a well-known fact. And last but certainly not least, Vinny Massaro. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong. Also, the only person out of these that I recognize is Adam Pearce. So if any of these like now wrestle under a different name and I would know them, please let me know, because I've not looked anyone up. I think that is kind of one of my problems with doing, not a problem, but one of the things in a past doing a historical save, I guess, is that I don't just want to sign all of the people that we know become really good. So yeah, I mean, obviously we'll get to the point where hopefully we're signing, like, I would love a Bryan Danielson as we're in Seattle. That's what I'm kind of going for. I want to get like a couple core like Washington State wrestlers in. Depending on how far we go, like an early Swerve Strickland would be great. I doubt we'll get this far. Maybe, who knows? I don't know how long this is going to take. But an early, like a young Darby Allin, that kind of stuff, that would be really fun. So that was the men. Now let's go to the women. We've got 6 women on the list. Candice LeRae. I know I literally just said that we don't want people who turn out to be good, but she's 18. She's unemployed. She's a fresh daisy, basically. She's only got 2 years experience. She can also be a manager. She's got like decent performance skills. And I like Candice LeRae, and plus she's only 20 a show. So if we can really build her up and keep her on 20 for show for the full 2 years, we're going to be laughing. Cheerleader Melissa, again, we know she goes on to be great, but let's make her great in EMPW. I will say the choices for the women's wrestlers with like good basics were a lot lower. Like you can see here, like 44. I think the worst male wrestler we picked up, the basics are somewhere between 60 and 65. It was slim pickings. But hey, we're gonna build these women up and make them great. So Erica Porter now coming in, 2-year deal, lovely. Miss Natural. Again, I've not heard of any of these women, but she's only 23. You know, we're building out the roster now. Sarah Del Rey. I'm excited. I'm excited. She's going to come in as a heel, and like, I mean, look at those performance skills. Look at the stamina. Look at the psychology, already 48. The basic 68. By far our best in-ring women. I'm just going to quickly check the personality types again. So Candice LeRae is stalwart. Cheerleader Melissa, stalwart. Erica Porter, professional. Miss Natural, people person. Sarah Del Rey, stalwart. Beautiful. yeah, I am. I'm really excited to on the board, and it will be a beautiful, wonderful thing. Here we go. Juventud Guerrero kicked out of the dressing room. Oh, no, not kicked out of the dressing room. Kicked out of X team in AAA. Oh no, UPW have offered for cheerleader Melissa. What is ongoing handshake deal? Hey, that's fine. We like to share. Let's keep moving forward, and hopefully these people will sign quickly. I should probably have thought about something to talk about during these loading screens, but I didn't. So I don't have to now because I ummed and ahed for long enough. Surgery complications for Kurt Angle. We love to see that. So Greg Valentine is coming in. Beautiful. He can be a face. Referee can come in. You can be a face. B-Boy is going to be a heel. Lovely. JJ Perez is going to be a face. Tony Jones, I actually can't remember. Tony, my guy, what are you being? I'm just checking my spreadsheet. I should have had it up, but I didn't. But hey, we're all learning, Tony, you're going to be a face. Lovely. Vinny, you're going to be a heel. Lovely. Erica Porter, you're going to be a face. Miss Natural, you are going to be a heel. Yeah. And Sarah Del Rey, you are going to be a heel. You're going to be a big bad heel at the top of the company. Never letting anyone else touch that belt is at least the plan. Her plan. Not necessarily my plan. Who knows? So we're going to start off with tournaments. Classic tournament to crown inaugural men's and women's Emerald champions. Great, let's finish off the rest of these. Adam Pearce is a heel. Yardy France. I'm going to go with Yardy France is a face. Chaos is a heel. Mikey Henderson is a face. Candice LeRae is a face. Cheerleader Melissa is a heel. And Tiffany is a face. Is that everyone? That's everyone in. Look at our beautiful fleshed out roster. Isn't that lovely? That is a thing of beauty. You love to see it. Sweet. So we are only on the 4th of April. Our first show, like I said, is the 18th of April, and no one is missing that show, which is beautiful. So what I will do is I will leave you here, and I'll skip forward to once we've booked the show. I'll show you the tournaments that we're going to run to crown the champions. I think we'll do like the first rounds in this show, and then next month we'll do the crowning of champions, and we'll probably do those 2 shows in this first episode, and then we'll, I don't know, maybe do 2 or 3 episodes, 2 or 3 events an episode. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, join me in literally 1 second for you, and I'll show you this lovely booked show. Hello. I'm back on a different screen than I said. I've lied. I'm very sorry. I was just going through the opening screen of the show, and I realised that I hadn't added anyone to my booking team. So now Adam Pearce, with the score of 46, which is pretty good, is also on the booking team. I've done this after I did the booking team meeting, so we didn't earn anything. I'm also going to show that from going forward. I meant to. I just didn't think about it, and then I was halfway through it and thought, I'll stop. But I will do the inner circle quickly. So let's see. Is anyone good enough to be in the inner circle? No. Is anyone good enough to be an enforcer? No. Lovely. Talent relations. Anyone? Nope. Cool. We don't need a head of talent relations. Morale officer. I don't trust it. Senior road agent. Hey, Greg Valentine. We've got one, and it's you, buddy. Senior referee. Again, we've got one, and Christina, it's you. Men's trainer. Do we have anyone who can train people? Greg Valentine. 7 potential students for him to train. Let's go. He will also be the head women's trainer. Where is he? 6 foot man. He's going to be busy. He's going to be doing so much training. Travel organizer. I mean, I guess this is just like, who do I think is going to be around for a while? Let's give it to Christina McGraw again. She's only 21. Damn, we got a young referee. Let's give it to JJ Perez because he's got a lovely smile, hasn't he? He looks like a nice guy. And again, we're not going to do a stooge. So now I have been through this. We are in Wyoming? Is that WA? Let's say it's Wyoming. Who knows? We're in a Nooksack school. I thought we'd do a generic venue, but there were 2 venues that had 100 capacity. We're expecting 64 fans, so I thought, hey, why the heck not? Let's just pay $200 and go for one. I've not booked the show yet. I'm going to do that now, and then when I come back, I promise, we will start the show. Yes, and I already have some news. Some great, really good news that I'm going to keep you on tenterhooks for. So I will be back in 1 second. And we are back. No more lying. We have got one hell of a card for our first card. We're taking exactly 60 minutes. We've got one pre-show match. We've got B-Boy taking on Tony Jones in a non-tournament pre-show match. Then we've got the first round for the quarterfinal from the 8-person elimination tournament for the men's championship. Every man on the roster is in this tournament. So our first match ever as a company is Chaos versus Yardi France. And our main event will be Adam Pearce versus Mikey Henderson. And for the women's title, a 4-person elimination tournament. Both semi-finals will be taking place this evening at New Dawn, which is a very apt name for a show that happens in April. I did not plan this at all. Genuinely, I did not. It just worked out beautifully. Cheerleader Melissa taking on Candice LeRae and Erica Porter taking on Miss Natural. And you might be thinking, Charlie, like 2 minutes ago you were saying how excited you are to book Sarah Del Rey and how she's going to hold the title forever. Well, she's injured. She got injured wrestling for another company. Luckily, she's only missing a few weeks, so we will be able to get her in soon. But it means that she cannot take part in this tournament, which does mean the tournament is wide open because I kind of gave away who I wanted to win it already. But anyway, let's now, enough waffling. Let's get into the first show of Emerald Pro Wrestling, EMPW New Dawn 2004. And, hell yeah. Had superb wrestling, not much heat. B-Boy defeated Tony Jones in 9:57 with a cross special brainbuster. It's got a 44, so much better than I was expecting. B-Boy got a 42, Toby Jones got a 45. B-Boy's show stealer gimmick was great. Tony Jones' shooter gimmick was very good. Christina McCraw's staff member gimmick was adequate. That's fine. The men's title storyline has started with this segment. Beautiful. What, honestly, so much better of a start than I was expecting. But that's the pre-show. We're now on to the main show. And it just gets... I was honestly expecting like 20 ratings or something. This is wild. Chaos taking on Yardi France in the first round. It is Chaos who picks up the win in 7.5 minutes with a falling star. This got a 46 rating. Chaos got a 38. Yardi France got a 46. Maybe he shouldn't be an underdog. Maybe he's too good to be an underdog. Chaos Rock's superstar gimmick was very good. Yardi France's cocky gimmick was very good. He's a cocky babyface. Does that work? Maybe I need to change that or just rename it to like, I don't know, cool guy with the perfect amount of confidence. The men's title advanced to gain heat. The crowd got hotter. The match got the show off to a great start. Now we're on to the first match in the women's tournament. This is more the rating I was expecting. This was what I was looking for. So cheerleader Melissa defeats Candice LeRae in the semi-final in 13 minutes and 17 seconds by submission with a Kondo clutch. This was the mayhem match of the show. The chaos of the match helped hide how badly they were both performing. Well, I picked a good match to put that one on. Cheerleader Melissa debuted her badass cheerleader gimmick and it was poor. Candice LeRae debuted her old school face gimmick and it was adequate. Melissa got a 27 and Candice LeRae got a 23. So the right woman won. You know, speaking of one, that was our crowd rating. Amazing. We're now going on to the next match in the tournament, which is Erica Porter taking on Miss Natural. And oh boy, it's getting worse. So Erica Porter defeats Miss Natural in 14 minutes and 1 second with the superplex. This was the storytelling match of the show. Erica Porter had a performance of 20 and Miss Natural had a 22. Both old school face and old school heel gimmicks are poor. The women's title storyline lost heat, and this bout dragged in the middle with a lack of flow being noticeable, which I think is from them both having low psychology, or one of them having low psychology. But hey, at least the crowd is white hot with that massive 3 rating. You know, that's when I go to a wrestling show, I want to be at a 3. That's when I'm white hot. We now have a little angle. So after Erica Porter's hard-fought victory, she stands celebrating in the ring when her opponent for next month, cheerleader Melissa, slides in behind her. The two finalists have a tense stare down before the referee intervenes. Ignore the misspelling of referee, please. This was a 32. This was good. We'll just have these these people doing angles and not wrestling. I think that's the way to go with this. The women's storyline title advanced and gained heat. We're going to be doing a lot of women's angles, I think, just to boost up the storyline ratings. But now it's time for the main event. It's Adam Pearce against someone, Mikey Henderson. I booked this show like backwards. It just got like kind of worse. But Adam Pearce defeats Mikey Henderson in 14 minutes 19 seconds with a rack bomb. This was the steal the show match. It didn't really steal anything, did it? Not really. Adam Pearce got a 35. Mikey Henderson got a 36. So both pretty good. And the segment rating was a 39. So honestly, like better than I was expecting this show to be. Adam Pearce's gimmick got a poor. Mikey Henderson's gimmick got a great. And the men's storyline advanced but lost heat. And that is the end of our show. 38. 38 for a first ever show is pretty good. In front of 63 people. I'll take it, you know. Highest match. That 46 was wildly high for what I was expecting. But yeah, we gained popularity in one region, so hopefully we've gone up to 1 popularity. We are going to address the locker room. We're going to give Chaos and Yardy France, we're both going to praise them for a great performance because they did one hell of a match. Chaos seemed pleased, Yardy France seemed pleased. Beautiful. Financial report, we lost 871. We're going to lose money for a while, and it's fine. Popularity recap, we did not go up by 1. But again, it's fine. We're building. We're in the building stages. We're early on. I'm so disappointed with those women's matches. I'm so disappointed with my booking of the show because if I'd done that the other way around, maybe we would have got a better rating. Anyway, I think if I look at the roster, Sarah Del Rey, does it say when she's back? How do I see when she's back? Here, recent news? Nope. Where do I... What? Is there a way to see it? I can't just click on that, apparently. Is there like an injury report somewhere? Who knows? I don't know. Absences? There we go. 28th of April. She's back in night. She'll be back for the next show, which is Shockwave. And it's happening on the 16th of May. So she'll be back for then. It's fine. She's not out for ages. But I think at this point we just rock and roll. We just keep going on to Shockwave. and we try and end this episode with one popularity in the Northwest. I will be back for the beginning of Shockwave. We'll go through the little pre-booking screen together. But other than that, I think we're just going to get going. I'm not going to be signing anyone or looking to sign anyone. So yeah, I think we just keep going. So I will see you very shortly. And we are back for EMPW Shockwave 2004. We are not going to be giving anyone the night off. Everyone can come and hang out backstage. Tonight's venue, I reckon, 69 fans. I reckon we just keep it in Everson. Again, I don't know where this is. It's not Alaska though, so that's good. We're going to select it. I don't like the generic venues. I find them a bit boring. Booking team meeting. Hey, look at us. Look at us. And we've got good chemistry with Adam Pearce. Beautiful. Great. So we have got 69 energy. That is nice. Let's do a creative finish. Why not? A near certainty for anything. Beautiful. I just sneezed. Sweet. So we've got a near certainty creative finish. Sarah Doré and Yardi Franz are now travel buddies. Hell yeah. Greg Valentine did basics and safety for 6 students and then for 7 students. Beautiful. Miss Natural helped create a fun atmosphere when she pulled a classic rib on Tiffany USA that had everyone laughing. Adam Pearce entertained the locker room by organising a poker tournament. Backstage is great. Everyone is loving being backstage right now. In that, and so much so. So last time we inspired for the first show, got to go out and do a big one, We're going to do team bonding, I think, which has just strengthened relationships across the board. Did it strengthen our relationship with anyone? No. But that's fine. We don't need strong relationships with a boss. So I am now going to book the show. We're going to finish the women's tournament and crown a champion. And we'll progress the men's tournament too. I will be back very shortly. And we are back with the Shockwave 2004 card. Only 55 minutes, but hey, when you got something that's perfect, you don't need to stretch it out a bit, So we are starting off with a pre-show match, which is the 2 winners from last month, Adam Pearce and Chaos, taking on the 2 losers of last month, Yardi France and Mikey Henderson. We are then going straight into the Women's Emerald Championship title match, the final of the tournament, where cheerleader Melissa will take on Erica Porter. And then after that match, we have some championship celebrations. I've spelled celebration wrong. I don't care enough to change it, to be completely honest with you. We're then going on to Tony Jones versus Vinny Massaro, and the main event and the final quarterfinal for the men's tournament is B-Boy taking on JJ Perez. We have used the creative finish in the women's championship match to hopefully try and boost the rating. It's also, I was going to main event it, but I think it's going to not be a great match, so I decided to put it on first, and we can hopefully build up from there. So the booking analysis is just that we don't have commentators, but they're not necessary, so that's fine. The only people not being used are all stars. That's why we did this one, because Adam Pearce and Chaos are both major stars, and I don't want them to get angry at me by not booking them. Let's go. A 37 to start us off. Adam Pearce and Chaos defeated the team of Yardi France and Mikey Henderson when Adam Pearce pinned Yardi France with a rack bomb. Again, we're building up Yardi France by beating him down. I hope maybe this makes sense. Who knows? Chaos and Mikey Henderson both get a 36. Adam Pearce got a 33 and Yardi France got a 39, and he was really off his game. I think I'm maybe making a mistake. I think I need to pivot and start just like giving him some wins because he's clearly the best wrestler we have, maybe. Who knows? We are now going on to the women's title match and the first ever Emerald Women's Champion is Erica Porter. after she picked up the win by defeating cheerleader Melissa with a jungle splash in 12:53. Again, the chaos of the match helped to hide how badly they were both performing, and this got a 28, which is pretty good. The creative finish was a success. Cheerleader Melissa and Erica Porter getting a 26 and a 24 respectively, so not too bad. We're now going on to the championship celebrations, which only get a 26. I was hoping for a little bit better. But Erica Porter is handed the Emerald Women's Championship and starts to celebrate when she is suddenly attacked from behind by a debuting Sarah Del Rey, who takes her down to the mat and stands over her, holding the championship belt. I was going to hold off on the Sarah Del Rey debut, but then all the ratings were not very good, so I thought, let's just bring the best women in the company in now, and we'll see what happens. We got some plans. Part 1 of that got a 27, which was the celebration, and part 2 got a 26, which was the beatdown. Sarah Del Rey debuted her badass gimmick, and it's gotten a rating of very good, which we love. And the women's title storyline has advanced with this segment. We are now going into the first of the 2 quarterfinals with Tony Jones and Vinny Massaro, and it is Tony Jones who picks up the win with a holy shoot in 17:57. Tony Jones got a 50. Damn, this match got a 44, which, damn, that's good. Vinny Massaro got a 28. He also debuted his gimmick and got a very good. And the men's title advanced with this segment, but didn't gain heat, but that's okay. Tony Jones goes through to the next round of the tournament, where he will face, I believe, Chaos. I think it's Tony Jones and Chaos, or is it Tony Jones and... Who knows? It's one of the two. We'll have a look after this show. And the main event, can it beat a 44? Not quite, but not bad. Not quite, but not bad. JJ Perez defeats B-Boy with a Shining Wizard. This was still the show match. JJ Perez was bad. I thought he would be one of the better ones. His beautiful smile distracted me and I got confused. B-Boy had a performance of 42, which is very good. JJ Perez had a 23, which is not very good. But his gimmick got very good. So that, lots of very goods going on with this commentary. B-Boy and JJ Perez have pretty good chemistry, and it lifted the match. That's good. And overall, segment got 39, and just how you want it. This match got the crowd buzzing at the end of the show. Perfect. We're in front of 69 people today, which is... Hey, that's 5 more than last month, so we are on the up and up. Let's finish the show and see our final rating, a 38. Not too bad, not too bad. With those ratings, getting a 38 is pretty good. Our popularity increased in one region. We are going to give B-Boy, because he was very good, and was it Tony Jones? They were both by far the best performers on the show. B-Boy seemed pleased, and Tony Jones seemed pleased. Financial report, we lost another $1,000, basically. I think that's the most British I've ever sounded, is saying $1,000. Anyway, popularity recap. We have got 1 popularity. We are going to finish the episode with 1 popularity in the Northwest. Praise be. And that is that for this episode. Well, we'll have a quick look at the news. Triple H is the mentor to Johnny Nitro. Love that. What are they saying? The feedback has been very positive. Let's go. Okay, if I look at the tournaments. So, Chaos versus JJ Perez and Adam Pearce versus Tony Jones. I'm really hoping that will be a banger of a match. Yeah, we'll get some more storylines going once we kind of figured out who is good and who is not that good, and we can kind of we can build from there. But thank you very much for watching this episode. The next event will be Hotter Than Hell 2004, taking place in just a mere 34 days. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe and all that stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any feedback, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope you are looking forward to the next episode, because I am also. sign off, you know. Bye. Thank you. Bye.